So back 2 years ago, before I started YouTube, I was still on self-improvement. I was still a guy trying to improve his life. But I was fairly new to this stuff. And so when I would be scrolling on social media, I'd be get all of these, self-improvement videos. I'd always see like you need to make money online, you need to make money on this, you need to prove on that, build muscle here, get girls like this. And I'd always get anxious because of this. I'd always be depressed. I always feel like my time is running out and that I'm not doing enough. And so most of my days were just like spent of me overthinking. I had cut out all of the bad habits. I did not watch porn. I cut out video games. I did not do any degenerate stuff. That led to me having that led to me having a lot of time to spend during the day, but I did not know what to spend it on. And so I'd be spending my time at home, not really doing much, trying to be productive, which only led to me being even more depressed, even more anxious. It says in the Bible, free time is the devil's playground. And what that means is whenever you have such like whenever you have lots of free time and you're not spending that time doing anything, it's not really that great. You might think if you have lots of free time, you can do whatever you want, but when you have so much free time, life just gets boring. And especially when you have free time, it is at that point when your mind starts to like wander off, when your brain starts to get thoughts that aren't really that good for you. It's at that point where you start getting more anxious, more depressed. Because your brain just starts to wonder, like, it just starts to cycle through all of these thoughts. And the effect of that is just you becoming more anxious, you becoming more, sort of like, a lot more depressed. My name is Jume and I make self-improvement videos where I try to teach young guys how to improve their lives. If you want to improve your life with like-minded guys who are just like you, then you might want to check out my Discord community in the link below. If you like these type of videos, then make sure to subscribe and yeah, I'll get back into it. What you need to do instead is you need to find more stuff to do during the day. If you're on self-improvement and you've cut out most of the bad habits like playing video games, porn, and going out on parties, what you need to do, what you need to add to your day is more of the good stuff, like working out, socializing, working. These things, you need to fill up your day to doing things, because when you don't do things, that's when you'll start to fall into the bad habits, because you'll be so bored. It's boring. Trust me when I say this. Having lots of free time is not fun. It's not what you want. What you want is a day where from the moment you wake up to the moment you sleep, you're constantly doing like a list of things that you're doing for the entire day. That's what you want. That's the best sort of like life, where you wake up in the morning and you just start working on whatever. But as long as you're doing something productive, as long as you're doing something, that is what you want. You want sort of like a plan for the day to be like, at 5 a.m. I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna work on this video. At 8 p.m. I'm gonna do my morning routine. At 10 p.m. I'm gonna go to the gym. You need a strategic plan like this. When you don't have a plan like this, when you're just like going with the flow, you'll find lots of pockets of free time, which are the devil's playground, which are pockets of time where you have the potential risk to fall into the bad habit. You might end up watching porn again. You might you might play video games. You know what I'm saying? You might be scrolling. It could like anything. Free time is how degeneracy seeps into your life. By you cutting off all of the free time, you'll have a lot more productive day. And when you cut out the free time, you don't want to replace, the free time with degenerate habits like going out partying, playing video games. That's not what you want to do. There's a reason why we cut those things off. What you need to do is you need to find things that are valuable, that go by your values. For example, working out, socializing, working your business, working a job. It could be anything, as long as you spend your time doing something productive that helps you. During your entire day, you're never supposed to be not doing something productive, like solving a problem, working, lifting, socializing. It could even be things like journaling, meditating, reading, resting. These are not pockets of free time because you've planned that these are times meant for these habits. Now, in order to get like this kind of day, you need to plan out your days. You need to kind of like make a schedule. And like Google Calendar is so good at this. Like I plan my days on Google Calendar by the hour, like every single day. I have all of my everything on my Google Calendar. Everything that I'm supposed to do, everything is on my Google Calendar. So by the time I wake up or before I go to sleep, I check my calendar. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do the next day? And then I see, okay, 5 a.m. I was supposed to wake up, work on my business. I work for 3 hours till 8 p.m. At 8 p.m., I'll do my morning routine. And then I'll eat breakfast. And then I'll go to the gym. You'll see, by having a plan like this, life becomes like a lot easier. You don't need to constantly think, oh, what should I do here? What should I do then? Oh, should I continue working? I'm kind of tired. Like, because you already have a plan. You become also a lot more productive. If I have a plan, for example, tomorrow at 5 a.m. I'm going to wake up and work on my business from 5 p.m. from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. During that time, I'm going to be working. If I did not have that plan and I just woke up and chose to do my work, after like maybe half an hour, I'll quit. I'll do something else because I have the free time. I don't have it planned out. Low key, if you just plan your days out and just follow that script, that plan, that schedule, life just becomes so much easier. Like you'll be 10 times more productive. I'm telling you, 10 times more productive just by you making a schedule for yourself. The best thing to spend your time doing during your days is working on your purpose. Things like purpose can be very tricky to figure out and can take a very long time. But once you found your purpose in life, what you're meant to do, like on this earth, once you find that thing, living life just like becomes a lot better. Because you're gonna revolve those days around your purpose. Your purpose could be anything, literally. If, for example, my purpose was to make music, or if your purpose is to make music, literally, you just work on making music for the entire day. And you know what the best thing is? You're not gonna be bored. When you're working on something like your true purpose, you are never going to be bored. You're never going to be tired of it because that is your true purpose. That is what you were meant to do on this earth. That is what you love to do the most. How can you be bored of something you love doing the most? So by finding your true purpose makes it 10 times or 100 times easier to like plan out your days, to figure out what to do, and just the self-improvement journey becomes a lot better. When you then find your purpose, do not let anyone judge you for what your purpose is. Your purpose might not be as cool as someone else's. Like some guy, his purpose might be to become an Olympic champion, whilst another guy's purpose might be to teach children history. Like, your purpose can vary. It could be anything. Don't let nobody judge you for what your purpose is. If you think that your purpose is not as cool, that's you setting yourself up for like failure. If you know this is my purpose in life, I was meant to do this and I love doing it, why not embrace it? Instead of thinking, oh, but this guy doesn't think my purpose is really that cool, I shouldn't be doing it. Motherfucker, are you a bitch? Like literally, you are following another man's perception of what your true purpose in life is. How could you do that? If you really think, I love doing this, this is my true purpose, then stick to that. Don't follow other people's like perception or what they think your purpose in life should be. You yourself need to figure out what that purpose is. Now, if you don't have a purpose yet, if you haven't found it already, then self-improvement can be a little dull. You know, because you don't really have like a northern star. You don't really have a goal to like work towards. And at that point, there are some periods in your life where gonna be like really boring, where you feel like you're about to fall off, you know, self-improvement. And I've had this, you know, I think it was, yeah, around this time a year ago, I felt like I was just falling off self-improvement. I wasn't doing my habits. I was like just starting to scroll, doing like non-productive things. I wasn't really being that productive. And during these periods, these are just like walls that you have to overcome. You just gotta continue living life just as like you want to live it, or just as you set yourself to live it. So just keep on going with your self-improvement journey and just continue. You might be feeling depressed on these moments, but I guarantee you, these moments were 100 times better than the moments where you would be fapping, where you would be jerking off and hate your life. Would you spend 10 hours playing video games, not talking to any girls, because no girls like you? Like, you being on self-improvement and being depressed is a lot better than you living a degenerate life of a subhuman and being depressed. And the best thing is, you're not gonna stay on that like depressed route forever. You're only gonna be in there for like a few days, weeks, even like I mean maybe a month at max. Is when you truly found something to work on. But that's also the reason why you are so depressed, is because you don't know what to spend your time doing. When you find something, a task to do, and you put like all of the hours of the day into it, it's almost impossible to feel unmotivated and depressed because you don't have like a goal to strive towards. When you find something to work on, and it could be your fitness, as I said, it could be your fitness, your business, socializing, girls, dating, it could be anything. As long as you find something to do day by day. If you have a business, or if you're running, like starting a business, then work on that business for like 6 hours a day. I'm not even joking, like work on that shit non-stop, grind. If you feel like your fitness is more important to you, then literally just sign up for like 3 martial arts classes. Just go to the gym and spend 6 hours in the gym. Like literally, just spend your time doing, or just allocate a lot of time doing what you want to do that's productive. And I guarantee you, you're gonna love your life.